All right, good afternoon. Hello, Elaine Proby here, CEO of PROBY'S Tax and Accounting, and tips from Elaine's desk. All right, so we're back again today with some tips, guys, and today information is seriously important. Very simple, but very important for health, mentally and physically. So I want to make sure that you guys tune into this. We're going to talk about how to take breaks to increase productivity. Those of you guys who have jobs, this is going to be helpful. Those of you who have a business and you do have employees, you want to be able to encourage taking breaks, and we will find out why right now. Okay, so taking breaks encourages focus with your employees, and therefore they become more productive. This is simply what it is. And I know a lot of us take it so lightly. We don't do this. We don't, I mean, I know I don't do it. I don't do it at all. I don't, or even when I do, it's not as much as I should. And I'm sure a lot of you guys out there can attest to the same thing. Okay. It relieves stress. It avoids tension within the workplace. So you want to make sure that you do this. And we're going to talk about 3 ways you could do this. Very simple. It doesn't take much. All it takes is for a little bit of you getting into the process and into the habit of doing it. And that's all you need. All right. So let's jump right into this. How to take breaks that increase productivity. The first point today is you want to disconnect from screens. Now, this is going to be this point right here. Everybody have a hard time doing this because nowadays we live by our screens. We live by our phones or iPads or television. We live by all these gadgets, right? Before all this stuff was in place, maybe just a television and and phones from time to time, but everything is by these screens. So we live by these screens. So when we take a break, lunch break, or wherever we're at work, we want to take a break from the screens. Let's disconnect completely from the digital screens. We're not reading any of this stuff. We want to be able to just, go out to nature and just do something that don't involve us reading anything. Don't check any emails. Don't check any texts. Just turn all that stuff off. Completely disconnect from this stuff, guys. We don't do it at all. We don't do it. We are so we're so guilty of this. Okay, so disconnect from everything. Some of us can read a book. Go ahead and read a book if that's what you do. A lot of us listen to music, which I love to do. So listen to some music. Go and exercise, or you want to if you dance, put on some music and dance to it. Do something instead of looking at a screen. And we are all guilty of this, guys. I know I am. I know most of y'all out there. This is so simple, but we just don't do it. Okay. So, hey, Joan, good afternoon. Thanks for jumping on. Mr. Johnson, he says, I agree. I do that as much as I can. Exactly. So he said, give me a peace of mind. Yes, you have to. You know what? The simplest things we don't do. And we all know all the stress that's going on out there in the world today, guys. And let's see, a break 15 or 20 minutes, 10 minutes sometimes is going to help the process. Okay. So do it constantly, and don't just check your phones and everything every minute, every 5 minutes, every 5 seconds, every time you get a notification, we're checking this stuff. Okay. Stop. Don't read the emails. Stop. All right. So you all promised me. That's the first point. Disconnect from screens. Second point, get some fresh air. All right. So this sounds so simple, but how many of us are working indoors? Some of us may be at these jobs. I know jobs you're at in a building so huge you don't even know if it's raining outside or the sun is shining outside. You take a break, you don't even know what the weather looks like. Guys, get some fresh air. Go outside. I mean, my office space wasn't that big, and I wouldn't even go outside. Get up, go outside, walk around, get some fresh air, get some fresh air in your lungs, get some sunlight, get some vitamin D in the system, get up and go take a walk, right? So you need a physical reset. This is what you need to improve your overall flow and overall, mindset. This is what we have to do. This is simple. 10 minutes, 5 minutes. It doesn't take much. Walk to the corner store or walk to wherever you're going. Just do it. Get out, take 5 or 10 minutes, get some fresh air and breathe. We are guilty of staying indoors. We stay in the house, we stay in the building, and we don't get outside. And this is just not healthy. It's not productive. It doesn't release any kind of stress. There's no physical reset that takes place. Go out and soak up some sunshine, right? Get in touch with nature. If you take a quick walk around, you might see a flower, you might see some bees, you might see a bird, you might, whatever it is, but that you can relate to. Your mind goes to a whole nother place. It brings you so much more peace. And overall, you feel so much better, more relaxed. And what happened? You're more productive. It's as simple as that. You're more productive. Okay. So, guys, these are very simple points. Let's make sure that we do them. How to take breaks that increase productivity is what we're talking about today. Hit like and share on this video. All right. So that's my second point today. And let's move into this one. Right. This is going to be super important. Socialize and connect. Point number 3. Socialize and connect. When we take breaks, how often do we just socialize and talk to each other? This is so huge. We don't talk to each other enough because, again, those screens, everybody's on them. So take a break and then just socialize with the people around you. Have conversation. Have a chit chat about something. Like they said, have a cup of coffee, have a cup of tea. For me, have a cocktail, whatever. Just socialize, talk about stuff. It just boosts your morale, it boosts your mood. It gets you in a whole different frame of mind. We don't do this enough. We don't talk to each other enough. You could talk about things you want to do, places you want to visit, anything. We don't do this because of these screens, these gadgets that we get stuck to. And this is what we do all the time, right? Social media. You want to get off of social media and talk to each other. Okay, talk to each other, guys. That's why sometimes, it's not healthy. We do it, or we unconsciously do it. I think we're programmed. We're programmed to just move in that direction, and we just do it. So when you're in the workplace, you're in your office space, I don't care if it's one person in there, you guys can take a moment out and just socialize, just talk about whatever it is, just have a chat and just have, sip some coffee, whatever it is, tea, and then just relax. Okay. Hey, Laverne Smith, thanks for jumping on here. How are you? Hey, Rod. Thanks for jumping in, guys. So let's do that. Once you socialize, it helps your work habits. It helps motivate each other because you guys can do that. You put some positive light into someone else's, their minds, because you know what it is. It might be something they want to discuss with somebody else. And there you are. You have a conversation and you feel so much better about it. Okay. So these are so simple. Once again, we just don't do enough of it. If we do it, we don't do enough of it. And some of us don't even do it at all. Okay. So let me go back and recap how to take breaks to increase productivity, right? And overall health, guys, or overall health. And Risha Utah, thank you for jumping in here. All right. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. First point, guys, disconnect from screens. How many of you guys are going to promise me you're going to do this at least 10 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day? Let's do this. Let's take a mental break from the screen so that our minds can work freely on its own. Read a book, do a hobby, dance, listen to music, do something else just for maybe 10 minutes. That's it. That's all you need to do. Second point, get some fresh air. Go out and take a walk. Sometimes you can just go and open the door or go in the backyard or the front yard or wherever. Just open the door and go, and you can tell the difference from the inside. We're so prone to stay indoors at our workplace, even at home. We do this all the time. Why? There's no reason for us to go out. If we're not getting into that car to go someplace, we don't even go outside. Let's not do that, guys. Get some fresh air, get some sunlight, get some vitamin D, exercise the lungs, okay? Let's do that. And the third point, socialize and connect. Let's talk to each other more. Anybody around you that you're taking a break with, wherever you're at, have a verbal conversation, not just texting back, but have a conversation with the person next to you. Guys, it is so great. It's motivational. People love it. And I find that a lot of people just love to be embraced, even if you don't even know these people. You could just have a conversation, or if you work with them, this is in the workplace, you work with them, you don't know enough about them, but you guys don't have to talk about personal stuff. It's about life. It's about the sun, the moon, the stars, movies, whatever that is. Have a social conversation. Okay. Very healthy, very important. It increases the work habits and everyone does so much better and you have more productivity overall. Okay. Those are the 3 points. Very simple. Let's do them. So that brings me to the end of that conversation, guys. And you guys remember that every Tuesday and Thursday that we're here with great information, great business information. And I want to make sure that you guys get this stuff. Is super important. We're not always going to talk about some serious business stuff, but these are things that's going to help us also mentally and physically. Okay. If we're not in great shape, nothing else matters. That's all I want to say. Nothing else matters. All right, Shirley Jakes, thank you for jumping on here. You're right. I always keep myself busy through the day. All right, keep yourself busy through the day. Just do something, keep the mind at ease. All right. So that's awesome, guys. So that covers my 3 points. And with that said, that brings us to or business panel, right? Is that where we are, Sharice? Brings us to our business panel on August the 12th. August the 12th, guys. August the 12th. We're having a business brunch. It's going to be very informative. Those of you who have a business, who wants to start a business, who's trying to take a business to the next level, you guys need to join us at this panel. There's so much information, free information you're going to get. You're going to talk about how to take the business to the next level, how to get funding, how to promote it, how to market it, how to get more clientele. You know what I mean? How to stay in compliance, how to make that money and keep more of it and don't pay it all out in taxes. I'm going to teach you guys how to do that. Okay. So we're going to talk about that again on August 12th. It's going to be a little belize, you guys. Make sure that you go to elainesdesk.com and sign up for that business planning free information. I want to make sure that all of you guys win. 2023 is our year. There's enough money out there for everybody. You guys need to make sure that you get yours, okay? I'll help you guys do just that. So with that said, if you are still a little confused about anything and you want to have a 15-minute free consultation, go to PROBY'S There's a calendar there. Book yourself a 15-minute free consultation, business or personal. Any of your financial information that you need, any clarity that you need, business or personal, give us a call at PROBY'S 323-290-9034 or book a free 15-minute consultation with me. I'll be happy to talk to you and clear everything up. We can work with anyone, any state, no matter where you are, virtually. We can do your taxes, do your accounting, do your payroll, give you any type of business or personal financial consultation, all right? So that's what we're doing at PROBY'S. With that said, I think that brings us to the end of today's session. Come back again here every Tuesday and Thursday. Keep your notification on. And this is already Thursday, which brings us to almost the end of another week. And guess what? Almost the end of July, right? Almost the end of July. Joan says, thanks for the great advice. You're very welcome, Joan. Thank you for jumping on here. It's almost the end of July, guys. With that said, I want you guys to have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. Have a fabulous weekend. And I'll see you guys back here next Tuesday. Have a good time. Bye-bye. Wait a minute. We have a... the tagline, take care of each other and take care of yourself. I almost forget that. How could I? All right, you guys, take care of each other and take care of yourself. Bye-bye.